I came out to my parents as about my sexuality, but I was somewhere how like I was not accepting myself also. So when I, went to the makeup field, I started applying makeup. I used to like it. Then I used to, I got that confidence that yeah, I can wear makeup in the public. I can do this, and this is who I am.
Are you ready to be inspired? I'll tell you something. Every time I sit on a chair here, it's almost like I'm revisiting the lives of so many people. मैं झांक सकता हूँ दूसरों की जिंदगी में, वो अपनी कहानियां मुझे सुनाते हैं, मैं अपने कंप्यूटर चिप में से डाल देता हूँ और मुझे लगता है कि मेरा जो तजुर्बा है इससे बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है. So welcome back here with me, Salil. Super excited once again to be in the hot seat and have someone in the hot seat that is going to let me into their lives. Maybe change so many lives that are watching, maybe enrich so many people that actually are looking to find inspiration. Yes, this is of course the Lakme Academy powered by Aptech, beautiful futures, and his future is beautiful. Jheel, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much.
And I love the accessories that you're wearing, they're fantastic.
Thank you.
How long does it take you to get ready? And be honest, for a makeup artist, normally you can go really quick. In your case, do you take a long time to get ready or not?
I just take 15 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
Let's find out the first question. How difficult is it to shine in an industry now that has become very popular for a lot of people? पहले था कि कम लोग, फिर थोड़े और बढ़ गए. अब हर कोई ये करना चाहता है and there are lots of options available. इसमें shine करना, because how different can you do my face? Right? If you have men's makeup that you're doing, can't change so much.
Definitely.
So how do you shine? What's your mantra and what would you like to tell everyone about that?
So my mantra is like I'm very good in base. So
Okay.
like I can do whole makeup in just 15 minutes very easily.
Right.
And there are so many makeup artists, and I agree like no one can't be perfect in everything. So
Correct.
someone is way too better than the way too better in the liner.
Yeah.
Someone is in the base, someone is in the something else,
Yeah.
skincare or something.
Right.
So everyone is like a different, and everyone have their personal favorite thing to do. They can do very easily and very flawless.
Eyes is something that a lot of makeup artists have to be very good at if they do
Yeah.
it. How's that with you? Like when you started on this journey of makeup, what was the toughest thing that you found to do?
Liner.
Yeah.
I was not knowing how to do the proper wing liner, but after completing my course from the Lakme Academy, now I can do the graphic liners and the wing liners and everything.
Is that also perhaps, would you say, one of the more mushkil cheeze to do as a makeup artist, or that's only that you found it difficult? Others also found?
Yes, definitely. It's quite difficult because one will go here, one will go there.
It's like when we do it ourselves. But your thought process has always been different from the beginning. So tell me, how did you suddenly come into this world of makeup?
So like when I've done the normal graduation, because I have heard a lot that graduation is important, and that is important.
I've heard a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Correct.
And I was always into artistry, doing rangolis, sketches,
Wow.
doing makeup. I used to do my makeup also, like in the bedroom. Yeah. And my sister's makeup, mama's makeup. So I was like, and I used to.
And you were good at it.
Yeah.
You were good at it.
Yeah.
So you always knew you had the hunar for it. You had the talent for it.
Yeah. So like then there were two things in my mind: either cake decorator
Achha.
and either makeup artist.
Right.
So like when I was doing graduation, so in my college only they have promoted the Lakme Academy. So I thought like it's a good chance.
Correct.
And it's a like good thing that I will learn a lot. And I will grow in this field very easily. I can easily grow in that field. So I asked my parents. They were like, okay, do whatever you want. So from previous only, my parents were like, do whatever you like. Don't see that guy is doing IIT or that guy is going in the IT. You have to go. That guy is doing engineering. Go for the engineering field and all. They're like, no, do whatever you want. So I was like, yeah, I want to grow in the makeup industry. So I took admission in the Lakme Academy. Then I gave my exams also. Like the duration was a 3.5 months. But I was happy that I'm doing what I'm liking.
I think parents का support बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, and your parents have always supported you. And also, I love the fact that you're fabulously represent the LGBTQ community.
Yes.
You're out there, and your parents are so supportive of this. Now that is a very important part, because a lot of people don't come out because their family, first of all, will raise a suspicion and they'll say कि लोग क्या बोलेंगे, public क्या बोलेगी. How did they handle that? Were you always in touch with the other, your inner self much earlier, or did you realize much later in life?
So when I was in a 7th class, 6th or 7th class, I guess. So, people used to say like, oh, she's your girlfriend, oh, she's your girlfriend. But I was like, no, I'm not liking if someone is, pairing my name with a girl.
Sure.
So I was like, no. Then I used to be very confused. Then there was some bad thing happen in my school because I was girlish.
Okay.
So I met with a very bad incident in the school. I used to
ragging kind of thing?
Yes. When I was coming out, when I wanted to tell my parents, right, I wanted to tell them that I'm gay, but my, tongue was so heavy that I can't speak anything. So what I did, I took one paper, I wrote in that I'm gay, I folded that, I give it to my mom and dad's hand. Then I step out from the door, and after a minute I came back, and the first question of my mom was, are you transgender? Jo train mein rehte hain. So there is a, lack of knowledge about the community.
Yes.
And that's the reason I have, studied a lot about it. And after that, I told my parents, like, no, this is what L stands for, G stands for, B stands for, what is pride flag and everything.
If you don't know, L is lesbian, G is gay. That's how LGBTQ and it continues. There's a lot of discussion happening in the courts also, and it will take a long period of time. And I think I'm so happy that today on an international platform, because when it goes out on a podcast or when we go out there, in India, this was a very suppressed topic. Years back, I had a lot of friends in the fashion community, and there were lots of LGBTQI in the fashion community. There still are.
Yes.
So a lot of people that had discovered this other side of themselves and super comfortable with it. They used to say कि यार I might as well get into fashion क्योंकि वहाँ पे सबसे easy है, सब लोग इसको accepting करते हैं.
Exactly.
More than makeup also, it was fashion.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about that also? क्योंकि वहाँ बहुत आम बात है.
I thought once like a fashion designing, but I was like, no, my field is makeup only.
Correct.
Then when I entered to the makeup industry, then I came to know, no, this is also like very friendly, very community friendly. Correct. The makeup industry, I'm feeling like I don't have idea about the fashion industry, but the makeup industry is very comfortable with the community people.
Of course they are. And did your parents take a long time to get comfortable? एक बारी डॉक्टर से मिल लिए, डॉक्टर ने कुछ बोला भाई इलाज?
No. They didn't. We didn't went to the doctor.
It didn't go also. तो उसके बाद सब ठीक हो गया and it was chilled.
Yeah, that took 1 month.
Okay. And फिर वो चाचा, मामा, uncle, auntie.
I didn't care about that, but at the time of Navratri, I was wearing long shrug with my nose piercing. I was having the press-on one with my all accessories and both earrings and everything. I was playing Garba, and the colony guys, so-called that guys were there. They were like, Jheel is gay. They were gossiping, and my auntie's daughter standing there, and she heard that. Then she told my auntie. Then she went to my bade papa ke yahan pe. Exactly. They had a meeting. That Jheel is gay.
But they knew. They thought कि शायद मम्मी पापा को इनके नहीं पता है.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I have a 6th cousin brother, and everyone knows about me. So that was they are very supportive. So my brother was at home only. Then he heard that something is going on about the community and all. He came out. He's like, why you guys want to take attention? His mom dad knows already. You don't need to think anything. So that was like very easy, and then they also started supporting.
I love this. Sometimes हमें कई बार लगता है कि थोड़ी sad stories हो जाती हैं, लोगों को बहुत अत्याचार face करना पड़ता है. In your case, I think everyone just embraced the love. Am I right about that?
Yep, that's true.
You know, when you now go out there and you know you've been so out and open, social media is a wonderful place to connect with people, to also put your best foot forward. Is that your biggest friend, social media?
Yes, definitely. Because I was not knowing anything about community, but I was knowing that no, I'm not attracting towards girl. I'm attracting towards a guy. So there is a something different in me.
Yeah.
But then I searched and everything. I was like, yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, of course. There's so many. You know, the community itself is so large. There's somebody I know. He makes a lot of films. Nakshatra. He's a big filmmaker, and he again has been very out there trying to put the message across.
Exactly.
Does it help? Now, this is a very honest question. Does it help being gay and being a makeup artist because everyone feels very comfortable? Does it help? Do you think
Definitely.
it's... Hai
Definitely.
See, exactly.
Definitely.
I mean, I think because whenever you go, somehow the guys, the girls, everyone's very chilled out. It seems a lot more. So that's an advantage, right?
Yes. They feel very safe.
Correct.
They're like, I don't have any problem with this guy. I was like, of course, I also don't have any problem.
So that's a bit of, it actually becomes a bit of an add-on. You know, now coming to the academy, you're doing 3.5 months of training, you come out there, ek thappa lag jata hai. How's the journey been after that? Because you've been working for the last 1 year. So how good, or you know, for those wanting to maybe think that maybe, kya ye academy se mera help aayega? What is the one thing that you will say in the last 1 year that you've, faced as an advantage?
So the main advantage is that when I was joining the academy, I was also thinking like after the course I have to do freelancing. I don't have a much contact for the freelancing and all.
Correct.
So I was like, okay, let me ask them. So they were like, we are giving 100% assurity that you will get a job.
Oh wow!
Because the Lakme Academy powered by Aptech. So Aptech team has a job placement.
Right.
So they do provide the jobs in the salons, and there are many brands.
So that's a really big assurance ki
Exactly.
मैं अपने पैर पे खड़े तो हो सकूंगा उसके बाद.
Exactly.
Right?
So when I completed my course, while I was doing the graduation. So after I done my graduation, I did a freelance for 1 month, and then I was like, no, I need to find a job now because I have a certificate. I got an A grade in that.
Wow.
So I was like, I really need to do something.
So the boy who couldn't do the liner got an A certificate. Huh?
Yes.
Not bad.
But it took me a lot. I used to wait after my classes to practice and everything. I used to get the extra models and all.
Wow. Yeah. But वो करना पड़ता है ना. You have to do little. You have to fight a little.
Yeah,
Also
definitely.
it works. So what would you give as advice in this last 1 year? Have you really just become so assured of yourself कि अब 1-2 साल और के बाद you'll branch out on your own? तुम्हें ऐसा लगता है?
Definitely, I can easily because that's what I was saying, that after completing, when I thought about give a interview.
Yeah.
So I sent a message to the academy. They were like, yeah, we do have a placement for you. Yeah. Then they told me to send me your resume. I sent my resume, and within 15 days I got a job in the international brand as a beauty advisor and an artist.
Wow. And so many people come for free makeup to these stores. Now tell me, how do you all view the people that come for a free? We want to see something, but यहाँ पे दिल लगा दो, यहाँ लगा दो. Is that fun, or is that like you'll say कि थोड़ा खरीदो तो सही?
No. Though I'm there will be the people, I don't have idea about that, but I'm the person, I love doing makeup.
Okay.
I love, learning more things because all the customer comes, they have a different face shape and face type and skin type and everything.
Correct.
So I get a chance to work on that.
Right.
So I really tell them that don't if they are coming to buy a foundation, why are you trying on the hand? Why don't you sit? Let's try on the face.
Yeah. Okay.
So I give them a full face makeover that helps me a lot to work on my skills also.
Correct.
And get a good bond with the clients.
For bridals, our Indian brides पहले बहुत आता था, इतना ज़्यादा it used to और मैंने mask. Has that got little better in the last say 2-3 years?
Definitely.
Yeah.
They are more into very natural finish,
Okay.
dewy shine. I don't want that heavy eye makeup.
Yeah.
Very subtle.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's there. Are Indians ready to spend a lot on makeup and grooming now in the last, say, from what you felt earlier and now, even in the last 1 year, like people now spend money on good brands for their hair, makeup and all this.
Definitely.
Is that there?
Definitely. People are like, it's better because it's all about the skin and hair, and that is very important for everyone. So they are like, yeah, it's better I'll invest more money and go for the good brand.
Are you super happy being a makeup artist in India now, or do you feel ki there's a time now you might want to go abroad and try fashion there? Because fashion, runway, Milan, Italy, ये सारी countries में है. Would you want to also do that या फिर India में ही बैठ के करना है?
I would love to stay in India.
Okay.
Because there are good opportunities, good platforms.
Right.
We can, grow in that, and it's actually like I don't want to leave India. That's the thing.
I think you're also very connected to your family,
Yes, definitely. I will never think to leave them.
पूरी family का makeup कौन करता है? तुम या वो at least खुद कर पाते हैं?
Me.
Okay, so since you are working so much and you love applying, makeup on people's faces also when they come in and you convince them, how do we stop foundation from slipping?
So it's always you have to use a primer.
Okay.
That is also according to the skin type.
Okay, fine.
The people have a dry skin, but they use a matte foundation, or else, people with the oily skin use a very cream-based foundation.
Right.
So there are chances
that goes totally against.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So foundation can slip very easily. That is not going to stay for the longer time.
Correct.
And that for primer creates a thin layer between your makeup and your skin. So primer, I find very important.
So if you're wearing it for a long period of time, your skin also stays beautifully safe.
Exactly. Not a long period of time. If you're wearing makeup for the 2 hours also, I'll suggest wear a primer.
So yeah, always wear a primer before putting makeup on. Concealers and correctors, people don't understand the difference. They get a little confused. Concealers they mostly try and use for their dark circles. Like what's the difference in a corrector also? What is a corrector then?
So some people has a little deep discoloration on the under eye.
Okay.
So to hiding them, or some people have acne marks.
Right.
So to hiding them, we have to use a corrector.
Okay.
So the corrector is a orange.
Yeah.
So we can't leave it like that, under the foundation.
One sec, corrector is orange. So I use a corrector, that means not a concealer. I use a corrector for my under eyes sometimes when I have to shoot.
Yeah.
So that's not a concealer.
No, on top of that, you have to use the concealer to neutralize the orange.
That's true. Oh, for all my life, I've been using a corrector actually, not a concealer. And I used to wonder, I said, "Ye orange wala bada acha chalta hai." So the orange is a corrector.
Exactly.
Now I've got it. So thank you for opening my eyes. ये बहुत जरूरी था that I use actually a corrector. तभी अगली बार I'll be using this. There's so much knowledge that can actually come out with it, which is why I think it's such a beautiful field that
Definitely.
people want to get into. What would you say to anybody out there that wants to come in, that is a little scared? What is the future? क्या मैंने जो खर्चे किए हैं? Because you got to have a good kit also. You have to buy good makeup products. So it's not like one time खरीद लिया and that's it. So what would the advice given to them if they feel that should I, shouldn't I? Supposing मेरे को कोई काम नहीं मिला इसके बाद तो ये सब waste चले जाएगा. What would you say to them?
So, I'll suggest that, investing in the makeup, academy, especially I have done from the Lakme Academy, and it's wonderful choice that I have ever made. So, investing in, it's all about investment. You are buying the products of the brands. That is also investment, because the one foundation that you are buying for the 3,000 or 2,000, of course, that is, you are not going to use that on the one client. That is going to be on like 2 years. So it's like investment for the 2 years, because we have to use a very less quantity. We don't want to make it very cakey.
Yeah.
So it's like all about investment, and I'll suggest, because as I said, from the Lakme Academy, I done the course, and in the 15 days, within 15 days,
placement.
exactly,
Yeah.
100% placement with a good package also. So I can easily cover my whole expense.
Correct. I think that's very important to understand. लोग बोलते हैं ना रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट मेरा कैसा रहेगा, ये परफेक्ट है, लेकिन आपके माँ बाप ने जो आप पर इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है उसका रिटर्न भी आपने बहुत कमाल का दिया है.
Yes.
You want to say something to them? They'll be watching this also. I know you
Definitely.
probably say it every day to them, but it's a little special now because this story is going to be out forever. What would you like to say to them?
So firstly, I want to say a very thank you to my parents that they accept me as I am, and they promote me that if you're liking this field, you should go for it. It's very supportive, and sometimes your parents don't agree also.
Correct.
So the big thank you for that, and yes, that's it. I can't say, I don't have words.
Yeah. I think they've been more than just supportive. They've been accepting. They've been like a whole team. And that lovely story that you gave on Navratri was fantastic. Your brother coming out to your rescue, your family coming out to your rescue, and that's very, very important. लोग क्या कहेंगे तो भाई इसमें तो आधी जिंदगी निकल जाएगी.
That's true.
लेकिन लोगों का क्या कहना है वो तो बस कहते ही रहेंगे. बाद में अगर झील बहुत बड़ा आर्टिस्ट बन गया तो अपने बेटियों की शादी और बेटों की शादी भी इसी से करवाएंगे एज अ मेकअप आर्टिस्ट, और तुम नोट उन्हीं से कमाओगे. आई थिंक दैट विल बी द मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल, इट विल बी लाइक अ लवली पेबैक. बट थैंक यू गाइस फॉर जॉइनिंग अस. It is just one of those amazing days where, you know, I get to meet somebody new in, say, about half an hour. I learn so much more about their life. But, you know, it's almost like a naked emotion. सब कुछ सच्चाई बाहर निकल आती है. And that's what we want. That's why, thanks so much for joining us. I'm going to catch you again soon on the Lakme Academy powered by Aptech. और हम सब यही सोचते हैं इसके अंदर कि हर घर में हुनर है. और तभी ये जो हर घर हुनर की पहचान है, हम इस पहचान को बाहर निकालना चाहते हैं. राइट? कहां पे? चाहे वो मेकअप इंडस्ट्री में हो, चाहे फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में हो, चाहे टीवी इंडस्ट्री में हो, ये पहचान आपको बनानी है इस इंडस्ट्रीज में. तो कैसे बनाएंगे? एंड ही सेड इट सो ब्यूटीफुली आल्सो. There's almost like 100% placement there as well. So जाइए on the website shown below, go on the social media handles there, see where you can sort of fit in. There's hair, there's makeup, there's a lot of theory also. आपको काफी कुछ सीखना भी होगा, but उसके बाद आप complete package बन के बाहर निकल आएंगे. Thanks again for joining us. This is Salil and Jheel signing out.